Hey y'all, welcome to another very exciting episode of AWAGBT Their podcast, a place where you can be a very exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. There you go. I'm
You
caught
got
up.
the double very in there. You got
Yes,
the double very. I
very,
love it.
very entertaining group chat. You have me and Eli with you all today.
ET, come on now. ET
Good
phone
old
home.
E. Eric will be here eventually, maybe, possibly. We don't know. But Eli,
Whew.
how's your week been?
You know what?
Well, where we're at, anyways.
I'm a little lost at this moment in life and everything because.
Gas so high?
Okay, yeah, I was talking to Treese earlier in the week. I'm like, oh yeah, gas. It's only I could get it like $4.60. I think I said.
What's
I was
up?
driving 2 days ago, $4.99. So it is a climbing. It is a climbing.
We're at I think 449 right now. And let me tell you, the gas is not gassing. Okay. So my car, it reads, how many miles of gas you have. At one point it was like 330 something, right? 330. That's like the max it'll hold. Then like 4 days later, I put another, I think like $50 in my car, and that put me to 300. You know what I'm saying? Give or take a few. Then like 2 days later, I put another $30, and this is within 1 week.
Hold up. You said 1 week?
1 week. Okay. So yes, my car does drink gas. Okay, obviously. Yes, F gas, right? F it. I'm telling you, the gas is not gassing because I did the calculations. I minus because you get more mileage on the highway, right? So I was like, okay, let me take a little bit away. I am short 160 miles. It'd be something if I was off like 20 or 30. No, I said, you know what? Let me restart my.
See, I saw a random video, and I don't know if it's real. Where
real.
it was like it's better to fill it up at night versus
That's what
in
I
the
heard.
day.
That's what I heard. They still lying to us. They put water in the gas. There have been videos where people are holding the pump and they're not even clicking it, and it's going up like
It's going up. Oh, they charge it. Oh,
they lying.
you know who better not do that? Costco better not do that.
You know what?
This ain't sponsored. This ain't sponsored. This is not sponsored. So I'm gonna shut up about Costco.
Sponsor us, Costco.
So they can that part.
Because I love me some Costco. Because now the closest Costco to me, the one I normally go to, is like 25 minutes away. But if I gotta drive 25 minutes to save 160 miles, I'm gonna do it.
Might have
because
to.
I normally fill up at Tom Thumb because that's near my house. Y'all played me. Walmart, y'all played me. I had that little 10 cents off for Walmart Plus. Y'all played
I love the 10 cents off whenever it's possible.
Me too, but the gas not gassing. But you know what? I'm gonna start a new speedometer. I literally zeroed it today and put gas in it because I have to travel quite a bit the next 2 days. So we gonna see if it's real or not. Okay, and that's just
crazy.
Your episode of Trees Complains.
I like it. Shit, what I was about to complain about was March Madness. I had a full weekend of basketball, and it was basketball.
Yay.
Monday we even had women's basketball, and then now we got NIT. Basketball's slowing, but it comes back tomorrow. So you know what? I made it through my tough time. That's why we got Survivor today.
Brookshires, Allie, you in Texas? Them my stoves.
Obviously not the same Texas because that's Allie's in Sam's Club territory. So
do you have Brookshires in Seattle?
Never heard Brookshire Hathaway.
I know. I was like, I know that's like more of a like South store.
Never heard of it. Brookshire Hathaway. Yeah. That's the only thing I could think of.
Okay, they have really good chicken.
Ooh.
But anywho, Eli, tell
Survivor
us
episode
on Survivor.
All right, so of course we all saw Mr. Mike White get voted off, and Ozzy is upset about it, and he of course has to sit down with Christian, and Ozzy is obviously upset because they didn't tell him about the plan, and it's even funny where he was recapping, thinking about it like, hey, Emily was sending signals to me. He picked up on it after the fact, but hey, this guy was not awake when Emily was telling him, hey, Mike White's saying my name. I'm not going to say it, but we should get rid of Mike White, and Ozzy was blind to it. So Ozzy is not pissed at Emily and Stephanie. Is only upset at Christian, which I was nervous for Christian. I was very nervous for Christian.
I ain't gonna lie. I do love me some Christian, okay? And I want Christian to stay for a very long time. But the facts, very rarely do we get man on man hate. So I approve.
We got double man on man hate this episode.
Temporarily. We did. We got double man on man hate. We got double man today.
The crazy thing is though, that double man on man hate doesn't balance out the other tribe that has Coach Joe and Colby. It still does not balance that out. But speaking of man on man love, the next day, Ozzy meditates on the beach, and of course, is like, you know what? I gotta forgive Christian Hubicki. You know, the old me would be upset, but the new me has to forgive. He ain't forgetting though, but you know, shout out to Ozzy. So he played in Christian's face a little bit, being like, "Hey, we cool." Then went over to Stephanie and said, "Hey, this is Christian's game. Someone has to start to take him out." And so he's getting ready to build his anti-Christian group. And he got options. He has options.
Right.
But jumping over to Sela, we'll jump around a little bit, tribe to tribe to start. Because honestly, overall impression of the episode, it was okay. Even though we got double tribal, it was okay.
It was cool. Hey, Mary.
What up, Mary? But what does Allie say about Christian? Based on 50, Allie's not a Christian fan.
This is her first season watching, so so far she's not a fan of Christian.
Mm-hmm. I feel that, and they did do him dirty. He did himself dirty with his little situation that happened next to the water where he pooped himself. But yeah, no, I do think Christian has made it fun, but he's getting caught up in so many webs. So I don't want to say I'm looking forward to the downfall, but the downfall will be very interesting. Or I hope it's an interesting episode. I hope he doesn't get like purged out and immediately sent home in some Mr. Beast style thing. I need fulfillment. I need fulfillment with Christian's story.
Is Mr. Beast supposed to be next episode? Do they let us know?
Hey, all I know, next episode, we got a 17-person merge, and we normally have like an 18-person season.
Wait, so merge is next episode?
That's what they said. Yeah, merge is up next, and we're merging at the same level of a full season. And
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Are they gonna start sending 2 people?
They should have did it earlier. That's what everyone's saying. And now the overall thought is, hey, there might be a purge. Mr. Beast about to come in and send 5 people home. Just make the weeks line up.
Because I'm just trying to think like how many episodes there are. It's not, I don't know off the top of my head, like what, like 8 or 9?
Something like that.
I don't know.
And yeah, Mary's in the comments talking about how they love the men confessionals. And you know what? Hey, Camilla got like 2 and Tiff got 1 talking about Aubrey. And wait, I just realized my girl wasn't in this episode. Where was Genevieve? Genevieve was vibing. They
in the back.
Did not show her. No, she wasn't even in the back. I mean, she swam for a quarter second.
I was like, did I even remember really seeing her in the episode?
I don't think I saw her do anything but swim in that challenge.
She needs to, because she been hating a little too hard. So she needs to just chill for a minute if she's trying to make it past merge. So Genevieve, just chill. Just chill.
Speaking of necessary scenes, we got Devins farting and laughing about farting with Jonathan. And you know what? Respect. That's how you got to bond. That's how. Trees, I know you would have loved that. I know you would have loved that on that island. Someone walks up to you, just farts and just vibes out.
No, somebody walk up to me and fart. I don't care what happened. Your name is getting written on that scroll.
Sure.
Getting written on that scroll. And you do it on purpose is one thing. If you just break winds and have some gas, just, hey, we are here on the island. But if you be like, hey, no.
See, it was a double one. It was a and then wait a second, and then another one, and then I'll laugh about it.
And I'm gonna write your name on the scroll twice.
Well, I don't know.
And I'm at the bottom, I'm gonna be like, why your mama put an S at the end of your name? Latrice. Like, come on.
Hey, that's where you have to write down Rick instead. I'm not calling you no Devins.
Devin.
Just like Devins and Hubicki, it's like, nah.
Yeah, your last name is Devin.
Good old Dev. Just keep taking letters off. But Jonathan ends up saying, hey, Rick Devins, that's my dog. And of course, we have that's the tribe that has like 5 people from the OG tribe, or I guess 4. And then you got Rizzo, Suri, and Devins all on the outside. And Jonathan's like, you know what? I'm claiming Devins. So it's Suri and Rizzo. He doesn't really care. But of course, Devins has Suri's back by saying, Jonathan asked him, he said, yeah, let's get rid of Rizzo. We don't know nothing about him. He's constantly thinking, doing stuff.
That's true.
He's not chill.
That's very true. Even though he's saying, I'm real chill, you ain't.
And that's the man, the myth, the legend. But that OG crew gets together and talks, and Jonathan's like, yeah, we're gonna do Rizzo. Everyone's cool with it. But D, oh man. Hey, if we had an award for star of the episode, it might be D. I'm not gonna lie. D did her thing.
In the beginning.
D did her thing where she decided, you know what? Them bros kind of broing. And I'm not trying to have that. Sits on the hammock with Rizzo. And Rizzo's like, hey, I'm a girl's guy. I'm not a guy's guy. I'm a girl's guy. And I work with girls in my season. And he even tells D about the Billie Eilish idol. So now, I mean, at this point, everyone knows. But Rizzo is girl's girl, and they divide the plan. They got a plan for Rizzo, D, Camilla, and Suri, and that's the numbers right there. And hey, shout out the girls.
Hold on. I don't hate this. I don't hate it. I said, you know, he did work with the girls last season too, and it got him pretty far. Mm-hmm. So we can continue to do this. And at this point, just jumping ahead a little bit, his biggest obstacle is now gone. So you know what? Hey. Rizzo, I ain't gonna say I'm on the Riz team. Okay. I'm not calling him the guy.
No. Hey, you can call him Holy Riz Spirit. Hey, Mary, let me stand up for you. Let me salute to you, Mary. Riz's, oh my gosh. Mary in the chat, oh my gosh. Gave me new Rizzo ammo, and I'm so happy to. I'll give you props every time I use it, Mary. But thank you.
That's kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh man. But
I'm mad at that though. Suri always picking up. All Suri got to do is breathe, and she pick up an aloe.
She does nothing. She just be vibing, and we see later on in the episode, just Rizzo randomly walks up and is like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell you everything, and Suri's like, all right, I guess I'll do the same. I don't know you. Just 2 episodes, we have the confessional of her saying, and I got to work with someone named Riz God. And now guess what?
Like, now I get to work with Riz God.
The man, the myth, the legend. But I think this alliance is exciting, shifting towards the merge, where if they're truly established, and after this vote, we see that they are, even though Camilla's a little shaky, we'll get to that later. But man, I like this group.
How do you feel? I don't know if we're gonna talk about it later, but Suri telling Rizzo about her idol. Wait, what did she have? What was it?
The extra vote?
The extra vote. Is it the extra vote? What is it?
I forget. Didn't Ozzy give Suri the extra vote from?
I know she got some. I can't remember exactly what it is. No, it's not an idol. It must be the extra vote. I wasn't mad about that because at first I was like, no, Suri. But she's like, you know, I came up on season. You keep everything to yourself. You keep it a secret. But Suri has a very good read on people. And even though Rizzo was already like forthcoming and like wanted to work with her, I think that was just icing on the cake. Be like, all right, he gave me a little something, so let me give him a little tea to make him feel like I'm like locked in. Right. And obviously everybody knows Suri. Everybody knows her game. And they know once she's locked in with you, she's locked in. So the fact that he paired up with her and also was like, all right, let me give him a little information. Like, hey, I got a little advantage. I was like, you know what, Suri, I'm not mad at that. Because
Yeah,
I'm
some
always
people
thinking
need that.
everybody. But
There's some people that really need that. Where in this game, you can say, I'm loyal, and you can even vote with them, but you don't really know until they give you that extra bit of tea that they did not have to tell you. You divulge it first. And we see it earlier in this episode from that Suri moment with the Camilla situation.
Right.
Talking to Camilla about the Billie Eilish Superstar Idol Boomerang Hoopla Idol sponsored by Mr. Beast. And it's the fact that Rizzo almost beat Charlie to the punch to information. It ended up being the same information and she heard it from both. But a lot of times being the first breaking news of someone is that really important piece to gain that trust.
And shout out to Camilla, because at first she was kind of like, because I thought she was gonna say, "Oh yeah, he told me." I was in my head like, "Camilla, act like you don't know, act like you." Like I'm literally screaming at TV, and she was just like, "What?"
Hey,
like, good. Act like you
I'm sure Charlie feels a little goofy after the fact because not that you could tell that Camilla knew already. She actually, you're right. Camilla did play well.
But
it wasn't that crazy. It was good enough though. It was good enough, and it was fun. We got a guest in the building, y'all. Eric is in the building.
What's up, y'all?
What's good? Hey, we gotta fill Eric in. Eric's here to vibe. Eric's just like Ali in the chat, where I'm not gonna say we ain't watching, but he's gonna experience the episode with us.
Eric ain't watched the episode yet, y'all. So he just here.
I just saw it, a glimpse of it.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna get Eric hype right away because we were talking about a lot with the Sela tribe, and they got the new alliance. D was the star of the episode, and now we got a new alliance of D, Rizzo, Camilla, and Cerise. So that's now.
Not mad at it.
A crew.
And we have also come to the consensus of I will not call that man no Riz guy. Okay. But Riz did Riz this episode. Okay. Look at him. He gonna start saying this. Riz is funny. Okay.
Holy Spirit. Oh,
he can be called Riz until further notice. Okay. I ain't gonna call him no Riz guy because
Yeah.
But I am not mad at this alliance. So we're gonna see how it go. We're gonna see.
But we were just hyping up Camilla as well for keeping her flags up, where Camilla had a little acting situation. But I want to give Camilla props for not buying Rizzo's entire BS, where
she
a lot of times it's easy to just hear stuff and think, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy into it. So of course, later in this episode, when Rizzo's getting Camilla in on the alliance, he has a couple of points. Of course, he brought up the Billie Eilish idol, but he also says, hey, I was on an OG starting tribe with Kyle, and Kyle, man, that he changed my life. He changed my life, which honestly he might have after those Kyle reactions after 2 days.
Low key.
But Camilla really said, you knew this guy for 2 days. I know he did not change your life. So Rizzo, I'm cool with you.
They be dramatic,
but I'm keeping an eye open.
And I love that speaks to Camilla, like her ability to truly assess and like take in and filter information. Because how many times do we see on these shows, people just take whatever they get at face value and they don't do no discovery, they don't do no investigation, they don't do no second opinion, they don't even filter to their own self. Like, can they be lying to me? No, of course they're not lying to me.
Listen, I love the fact she was like, Rizzo was like, yeah, Kyle changed my life, and the last thing he told me was what do you say, to work with Camilla or trusting Camilla, something like that. She was just like, oh wow, the fact that he told you that just I love that. And then the confessional, I don't know if I believe that. I was like she said, I said don't believe it. And here go Rizzo, it's not really true, but who knows? No, you lying. You lying. Because, but I love a lie in the presence of the game. I love when people lie in the game, in a game that's you're supposed to lie.
Yeah.
Listen, you trying to win. So I was like,
and that's the lie if you're gonna tell it, because if I'm watching that and Kyle went home, Of course, I'm gonna tell Camilla. Kyle told me to work with her, especially if I seen a season before. Yeah,
That's when I know y'all locked in.
absolutely. Girl, he was telling me all about your sister, your brother. First of all, I've been trying to get as much information from Kyle anyway, just so if in the event he didn't make it over and I did make merge with Camilla, I could at least have some information to back up that he told me, if he told me or not.
Period.
All I know, I was ragging on Camilla's acting just a second ago. No, Camilla got me with that acting. I truly believe she believed Rizzo, and then I was so happy to see that confessional.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
shoot. Speaking of something just this one, you know what? We're gonna touch on this tribe for just 1 second because they had nothing too interesting going on. We got Coach, the man, or I almost called him the man, the myth, the legend. That's Rizzo. My bad.
He a time walker now, apparently. I heard.
He's a tide walker. He's right in the middle of everything, and he got his crew. He's tight with everyone. And he decides, you know what? It's time. Crucial moment. He needs to talk to Joe, his number one, and let him know that he has a nickname for him. Mm-hmm. And he does the same thing to Colby, his other number one. And, you know, he knights Joe, talks for 2.5 minutes, cutting between both of Colby and Joe.
Rubbish.
Joe, you are now the Stone Bell monk. Nice in there.
The
Colby,
Stone who?
Stone Bell monk.
Bell monk.
Stone Bell monk.
We gonna come up with a new name. That's
loyal, strong in the head, good heart. The most loyal person you know is the Stone Bell monk. Game. He's not the Stone Bell monk. Joe's just the Stone Bell. And you got Colby. He matches everything of an oak-bound warrior. So, you know, that's his nickname. You got Stone Bell, you got Oakbound.
You better not name nothing else.
And
well, do he got kids? What's his kid's name? Because Lord Jesus, I pray for them. Please, I hope his wife, girl, whoever pick the name.
Literally.
Because baby, these names.
So, Dragon of the Deep. Let's.
All I know, y'all better not boot me if I start calling Joe Stone Bell, because that's a fire. You know, it's so bad. Part of me was expecting Colby to have a confessional, like, why did he do this? Coach is so weird. Yeah. But no, he was like, oh, I feel like it's an honor. I'm like, no, you're buying into the honor.
Because he's too old for that. Colby is from the old school. That's not how y'all play. You know better than that. Coaches, y'all the same age, dang near. I expect the newbies to fall under some foolish shit like that. But Colby should have been like, oh, that's cool. You know, I got an ally, but I don't need no nigga. You know, but
Joe, I knew was gonna be hype
for sure.
Colby, come on now, Colby.
This is such an honor to be bestowed upon it by Coach. Did Colby's season happen before Coach?
Where Camilla? Camilla was like, what the hell is going on?
Hey. Like, you played this before Coach played. How you follow under his?
Hey, Miss Deborah.
Hey, Colby was vibing to when Jeff was rapping. Oh, speaking of Jeff, oh my gosh. Oh, we'll get to it. Hey, Jeff got on the impersonations today. I don't know. Only other segment with that tribe, because you know what? We'll cut to the chase. They won the challenge. This episode ain't really about them. But we get a Aubrey and Tiff moment, and they're like, Aubrey's pretty much just saying, hey, Tiff's my girl. I love Tiff. They were grabbing
cute little moment.
The starfish in the water. And
Tiff sliding by. Stay where you at, sis.
Got her one confessional, and that's it.
I did hear she was whipping that rope in the challenge, baby. She said she turned the
tide for him.
They won because of her, I heard.
They really did.
Yeah.
And in case they lost, Aubrey was trying to pitch the coach like, hey, I know you know loyalty, and you know, she ain't say all this, but she was giving her pitch like, hey, I respect you. And she was using all the right keywords. I love your loyalty, all that. So
those
buzzwords. They're reaching the merge, so don't know if that'll matter. But Aubrey was getting ready. But yeah, challenge time. Big news. Actually, it didn't end up mattering. Colby sat out because apparently his foot hurt. He also got a concussion. He might be struggling. I don't
get better back.
Oh, did he have a concussion? That's why he liked that name. Okay.
He did get a concussion a couple of. That's right. That makes sense.
Hmm.
He done lost half him himself.
So I don't know. We're like 12 days in. I guess that's almost a halfway point, but he seems like he's limping to not even. It's not even the halfway point in terms of people. We're only through, gosh, dang, 25% of the people, but we're halfway through the days, and I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, challenge was simple. You go out, get a bunch of bags. Actually, it's a multi-step one. I liked it. You get bags, you do some swimming, you do some JD level money type things. You got a whip, you got a lot of stuff. You got untying ropes, and Joe puts his team far behind, just like a stone bell would, because a stone bell does not float. But so he was gassed. He got them far behind. And then Tiffany later in the challenge said, I'm going to untie ropes in 2 seconds. Gets them back in the challenge. And when it's time to actually toss the balls, Tiff is actually one of the first ones to land a toss too. I'm like, okay, Tiff. And then
Period. She said, I'm going to pull my way. I'm pulling my way.
Mm-hmm. And she did. She did not pull you. She did not pull her weight. She pulled the team's weight. In that she did a metaphorical Jonathan in that challenge to get them back in.
If Jonathan is like Thor, then she had to be Wonder Woman. Like,
ooh, different universe though. Different universe.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
If they're in a different team, they got to be a different universe.
I guess so. I don't know. Is it crazy?
If she's working with a rope, Wonder Woman has a rope. So
that's true. I don't know. I was trying to think of black female superheroes. I'm like, Black Panther.
What's the black girl name on the Marvels?
Ironheart.
Remember
Monica.
Monica, what's her last name?
You almost called her Monica, little baby.
Rambo, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Monica Rambo. There we go.
Come on now.
Screaming.
But yeah, Carlo ends up winning. That tribe is inconsequential to this episode. For like the 8th episode in a row, half of them haven't even gone to tribal, but they be vibing. You know what? Genevieve and Chrissy, as mentioned by Mary, no confessionals this episode. Did not hear a lick. Miss my girls. But
you gonna miss another girl by the end of the episode.
Hey, Eric, you did not have to say that about Angela. You did not have to say that, Eric. You did not have to say that. That's just disrespectful. Hey, you had the other person that went, right?
I did.
How's that feel?
How you like those apples?
Where do y'all want to start? Y'all want to start with the post-tribal with Sela, which is a Charlie and Rizzo tribe, or you want to start with the other one?
Well, who did they go first? Who went first?
The other one. I forget their name.
Christian.
Hugh Bickey's group. All right. We'll start with them, get to the tribal after, or get to the tribal, and then we'll talk about the other tribes. So they get back, and let me make sure. And they all sit together, and Christian's like, all right, plan simple. Actually, everyone's kind of like playing simple. It's easily Angelina. Angelina is at the bottom. We just took out Mike White. When we get to the merge, she's not going to be loyal to us. And they're completely right. I hate that they said that. And Stephanie's a fake name. Stephanie doesn't care that she's a fake name because, you're just casually the fake name.
Did you talk about Shot in the Dark?
We'll get there. That's right after.
Okay, go ahead. I'm jumping.
Yeah, Stephanie's a fake name. And then, getting to the Shot in the Dark. Ozzy wants one thing from Christian because he did him dirty. And Ozzy just wants a token of Christian saying, hey, I trust you. And even of Christian saying, hey, I messed up. I did you a little dirty. And he wants to Shot in the Dark. Of course, Christian's like, no.
I want to get that up.
Okay, we've talked about. I mean, I've seen people online talk about Shots in the Dark, how they haven't mattered. There's been people that forgot about their Shot in the Dark.
I forget they exist unless they bring it up on the show.
That's the only time I remember it.
So is it a big deal to give that up in your guys' mind? Like, would you ever trip about wanting to keep it?
I'm gonna be real. I probably would forget about it for the most part, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal unless you ask me to give it up. Then I'm
because that means you trying to get rid of me or something. You trying to keep me from being safe. Like that's suspicious.
But in Christian's defense, he does obviously end up giving it to him. I think you gotta take a chance, and I think Ozzy, he just was butthurt and in his feelings. So you gotta appease him a little bit. So I mean, I guess it worked out.
And I think it's a good tactic to ask for it in terms of, I know they don't really matter, and Christian winning and losing this game won't come down to the shot in the dark.
Yeah. But Ozzy's not an expert, so hey, sure.
And also, it's like, hey, if I have it in my bag and in my pocket, you can't send me home, in Ozzy's mind at least. So I like it from both sides. And yeah, as Treese mentioned, Christian did give it up. But it came by product of Emily flipping a little bit, where Ozzy actually gets sits down with Emily like, hey, I've been working with you. I trust you. We've been on the same tribe since day one. Are you not a little scared of Christian? I feel like you're going to choose Christian over me, which do people normally say that? Do people normally say that, or am I tripping? Do people normally keep that under wraps? Saying that to the person.
Blunt, like straight to the point. But hey, it's 50, right? Get to it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's Ozzy, so there's no tact there. There's no decorum. There's no.
He just say whatever he want to say. It's not no. Ooh, let me keep a secret. If he want to say it, he gonna say it. At this point,
he can be respect. Like some people respect. I mean, I get it. Like if he's gonna be open with that, I could honestly take that as somebody who genuinely wants to work with me. If you're not afraid to call out somebody else that I could potentially be close to, but oh, okay, I ain't sending him home.
He stated some facts though. He did state some facts. I was like, I'm not mad at it. He's like you can't really trust Christian going forward. And Emily was kind of like, you kind of right about that.
Yeah.
Hey, we saw where that bluntness got Mike White.
Listen,
no.
You got to be able to.
Mike was trying to manipulate. Ozzy wasn't trying to manipulate necessarily. He was just trying to lay his cards out on the table.
And we all know Emily flipping the financial analyst. Eric, guess what Emily did?
She went back and told Christian.
Yeah, she told Christian. Of course she told Christian. Of course she did. She said, hey, Ozzy's a little sketched by you. And
that woman.
Hey, give her a 10.
She was not spilling this much on her season, but then again, like
she kind of was. Was she? I don't know.
That girl cannot.
Not every episode. Not every episode.
She got diarrhea in the mouth.
What if she was just running her mouth so much on her season, but she just getting more camera time? So I guess we'll never really know.
She eating. Listen, I was not a fan of Emily back in her original season up until.
I like her more this season. She needs to shut up though.
She got me cracking up. Because this is crackhead behavior, girl. Because that ain't no reason why you should be.
It's definitely even crackhead behavior.
You get one information, you jump right to the next person as soon as they get up. Maybe I didn't even get up. She was already halfway down the beach to go tell Kristen.
Mm-hmm. And Christian in his confessional was like, "Man, Ozzy's such a baby. Like he's such a baby. It's a game. Hey, we're gonna be pressing it's a game button a lot of times this season. It's a game. You can't be mad. Hey, Ozzy's upset at getting left out. Yep. Even though I forget if I said this earlier, Ozzy was gonna blow up the game if they told him that they were going after Mike White. So they did the right thing. Yeah. But hey, Christian's still upset. And while that's happening, Ozzy's talking to Stephanie and Angelina like, hey, Christian Hubicki, might be time.
Mm-hmm.
Get the tribal. I forget what happens at tribal. Trees, I don't know if you remember. The only thing I remember is Jeff spent 3 minutes doing impersonations of Jonathan, Colby, and then Hubicki.
Why are we talking about them at tribal council? It's somebody not even there.
Did someone say Mr. Jeff? And then Jeff heard that, and that was his sleeper.
You.
Yeah. Yeah, Jonathan's Q, and he turned into a sleeper agent and was immediately like, Mr. Jeff,
sleeper agent.
Mr. Jeff.
How he got unlocked?
And people were like, nah, you ain't really hitting the Jonathan. You're hitting Jonathan plus Colby. And he's like, nah, Colby's like this. Colby's like this. I'm not gonna do it for y'all.
Can we impeach Jeff? Thinking about
No, because at this point, Jeff gotta go.
Eric, you would have tried to hit some impersonations though.
I'm no of who?
We've heard your Alan. We've heard your Alan.
Okay,
Alan
yes. I don't just do it randomly without it making sense.
Mm-hmm.
But someone said Mr. Jeff.
And then I would shut that down. I don't want to hear no Mr. Jeff.
I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that.
I really want to know
that big brother, shut that down. Like, please.
I really want to know Angelina's true thoughts because I think it was her that was like, wow, you're rapping and doing impersonations, Jeff. I don't know, there's some subtle context in that, but she made sure to highlight, yeah, Jeff's rapping and doing impersonations, just like, yeah, I'm on it. It's 50, it's 50.
It's ridiculous because we've heard from other people like how the rap was worse than what we saw from the other week.
That's what I heard
and
too.
Now this, so it's like she over it. If one thing Angelina gonna do is be over it, so she ain't wrong. Jeff's probably a menace out there.
And you know what Jeff did because of that? Told them all to vote out Angelina. They hold my queen because she went out 4-1. Angelina voted for Stephanie, so I don't know what happened. She probably tried to be loyal to Christian, and Christian said, David versus Goliath, and no more.
David's only, baby. He said David's only.
Exactly what he said. And then I thought she was about to do something real crazy and dramatic. I was like, girl, you could have left that. She took out her jacket at the end and said they could share her jacket. I was like, now how we gonna do that, Angelina? Go home.
But I like it. It's a callback.
It is.
But production better steal that jacket. Production better not let them have that jacket in the merch because that's a reward. Don't
I would have said, who didn't vote for me?
Right.
They all did.
And that's why I'm gonna take my jacket. They'll be like, it was 4-1. We all did. And I'm gonna take my jacket. Thank you.
It would have been funny if Christian
hope y'all freeze tonight.
Like, or Emily. Angelina, can I have your jacket?
That would be funny. But Stephanie doing it would have been even funnier.
And then her continue to walk out and not even look back like Natalie did her. Natalie didn't look back when she asked. Natalie kept walking.
I would have looked back and I would have took the jacket out of my bag and put it on and been like, Jeff, that would have.
That's what you can have. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But dang, Angelina gone too.
She gone. My draft is done. My Q and my girls and Q is gone. I should have known it was. See, you know what? I helped out Rizzo. It was Rizzo and the girls, and I picked every girl that's not in Rizzo and the girls. And so it's my fault. It's my fault.
So while we're on Angelina going home, did Kristen make the right move turning on the Goliaths? Do you think? Now that Angelina's like Mike White, sure, but did he need to get rid of Angelina? Because I feel like she trusted him.
I mean,
I think she could.
I feel like Ozzy and Stephanie don't really, I don't want to say care for Christian, but they'd be fine getting rid of him. Where I think he did it just to be so tight with Emily, when in reality he could have had Emily and then the two David versus Goliath. He did kind of mess himself up in my mind.
Yeah, I think so. Could have at least kept it to at least one or two more tribals, at least get into the merge, because that might have helped him vote wise going forward. But
yeah,
I think the shot was too early. I think it was gonna come regardless, and I don't think we were far off from Angelina dipping, honestly. But I do think it was a little too early, and for his game, I think it's gonna hinder him slightly. But
because I'm thinking of the people going into the merge. I know the Davis versus Goliath, so that could put a target on their back. But Christian has these other strong relationships that he could have pumped up Mike as a bigger threat than whatever. And Angelina, because if I meet and they want to come for me, they the ones that made it to the final 3 in my season, not me. Mm-hmm. Like, they're the threats. They're the ones. If you want to take out somebody out of the David versus Goliath trio, choose one of them two because they made it to the end, not me. And I feel like there was a case, and he'd have the relationships and the leverage to keep himself from being that initial target after 3. But that's just me.
And now his life is in. He could have had a lot more agency once we got to the merge, the 1,700 person merge.
Mhm.
But now his game is almost in the hands of Emily and Devins exclusively. I'm not saying he has to get carried or anything, but of course, the downfall of going to tribal so often is you're somewhat voting out the allies and potential connections, and he's been voting that out. And so
y'all gotta win something.
That part, the old saying, "The devil you know is better than the one you don't."
Period.
And so, hey, Devin's better at putting in work, farting around with Jonathan, literally farting again. And
all right, next.
That's his only hope. That's his only hope. He can't use Mike White and Angelina to gain information or anything like that anymore. He doesn't have a true trusted ally except for Emily, and Emily turned on him in a quarter second when she thought he was tripping.
And then real quick, and I know we're ready to move on, but I was gonna say too, if I'm the other tribes, I'm looking at you. If Aunt Mike go home and Angelina go home back to back, that means you turn, Christian. That means you can't be trusted. That's the way I would see it.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be interesting. And Christian is gonna be a threat going into the second half of the game. So I don't know. Y'all ready for some Sela talk? I think that's your group name. I mean, we talked about most of it. This is where Rizzo plays a cow card to Camilla, and they have that conversation. And the big juxtaposition, is that the right use of the word, is Camilla's in the middle. I don't think that's a juxtaposition, but Camilla's in the middle. And the vote
comparing opposite sides. I mean, you could kind of, that's what it is.
I try to use a big word of the day. Sometimes you swing and miss, just like Charlie did, because Rizzo's setting out Operation Bad Blood to get back at Charlie. We got
bad blood. I don't know the words. All I know is that.
Because
we got rid of Charlie for a reason.
We don't gotta talk about it anymore, except we do have to talk about the song titles with Rizzo.
That is enough.
So no Swift on the podcast.
No, we don't need no.
That was for my boy Charlie. Shout out to Charlie, y'all. Clip this and send it to him. We got Bad Blood with Reezus.
The man, the myth, the legend. Oh, because you know how he's a man, the myth, the legend.
Mary Maria.
Hey, Rizzo literally remained in Charlie's mind rent free, and it's almost to the level where I feel bad about Charlie's edit a little bit. Dare I say that?
They didn't use it. All they did was put it on loop because he didn't say the same thing he said this week. He said it last week. He said week before last. That's the only thing he could say.
He was fixated. I was like, baby, you gonna have to venture out. You gonna have to find somebody else.
Maria Carmenade strikes again. Oh,
yep. Many did.
Because I'm curious.
Put some of that Santeria on him, baby.
I almost want to rewatch that season just because I forget about Charlie personality-wise, where I know a lot of our comments were, wow, he's just saying Taylor Swift stuff. But
he was that boy had that game. He was good.
Yeah.
He played that game. He played Survivor.
And they had Charlie send every confessional like, this guy Rizzo said that he took out his number one ally, and so I hate Rizzo. And he said that over and over.
Y'all don't have to, how many did y'all get any more confessionals? They just kept replaying. I'm like, you hear this whole time? We get it.
And it wasn't even purely editing or only pulling those confessionals, because in that voting booth, he put up Rizzo's name and it said, "Hey, you messed up because you told me one bad thing, and that thing was you said you voted out your number one ally." Charlie, we heard this before.
And unfortunately, that was his undoing, in my opinion, because he tipped them off, didn't he? Because in the earlier part, because I be skimming through sometimes. Mm-hmm. He told a lie to Rizzo, and Rizzo clocked the lie that he said or something. And that's when he got him on the bad side. And Rizzo was like,
I mean, somewhat, but Charlie tried to say, or of course, 3 a.m, Charlie wakes up Rizzo and says, hey, I know you told me about the Billie Eilish idol. You tell anyone else? And Rizzo's like, I told D. and he's like, Charlie, did you tell anyone? Charlie said, oh, I told Jonathan. Rizzo said, you would not tell Jonathan. Do I look like I was born yesterday? You're lying to me for no reason. And I don't even know what that was. I don't think you told Jonathan. I was confused. I don't know.
Dumb. Because Rizzo wasn't going to be targeting him.
I mean, he caught that vibe though. Sometimes you catch that vibe.
Because of course he caught the vibe, because every time he go walk off for a confessional, he come back, he had already threw the man's name in the mud and stepped on it 2 or 3 times. So of course the vibe is there.
Mm-hmm.
So if he hadn't kept that energy, like keep that in your back of your mind, but don't let that energy, because like you said, if you don't like somebody, the perceptive people, you can pick up on when somebody got, something is feeling the type of way, right? So if you were able to hide that and just go along with the flow, you can keep that in your back pocket. And when the opportunity presents itself, then you strike. Period. But you had no ground, no footing to get Rizzo out of this game.
I will say, Camilla summed up this game, of course, mentioned that Camilla was a middle vote. And the ultimate somewhat decider was the fact that Charlie sat on his hands a little too long. Rizzo told Camilla about the Billie Eilish superhero sponsored by Mr. Beast Idol.
2 seconds quicker.
And then a few minutes later, you have Charlie walking in and being like, you know what? I need Camilla. I'm going to tell her about the idol. And Camilla said, you're telling me late. Of course, this is where we were talking about Camilla's acting, but Charlie was simply too slow in the game. And shoot, the guys got back from camp and they were like, we're Johnny Bravo. We're just muscle. We're going to show off our muscles and we aren't doing nothing. And that was why they were left behind. Rizzo was playing. D was playing. Mm-hmm. They were not.
So you said she was the middle vote. Who was the other vote? Who could have been the other vote? Like,
the vote ended up being 4-3 for everyone. So
who was the other option? Oh, Rizzo and Charlie? That?
Rizzo and Charlie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who voted for Rizzo? Charlie.
So you had the boys vote for Rizzo because that was the OG plan. So you had Jonathan, Devins, and Charlie voting for Rizzo, and then you had Rizzo and his girls all voting out Charlie. So we had a good vote.
That's why you gotta vote for women. That's why you gotta vote for women. That's why you gotta vote for women. That's what. Okay, sorry.
Thanks for coming, Allie.
Night, Allie.
Wow, so it was a close vote. See,
the man, the myth, the legend did it. Y'all was
looking like, oh shit, hold on, wait a minute.
Yes, I ain't never been in this position before.
Listen, you can tell he was like, oh shoot, am I gonna go? So
hey,
it was nice.
Jeff did a good job with the votes. I'll give him props where I think it was Rizzo, Charlie, and then it was Rizzo, and then it was Rizzo again. I'm like, wait, did I miss it? Did they flip on Rizzo? And then
could you imagine him going home with that dang idol in his pocket when he sat his whole entire season with an idol, never having to really use it?
And what's funny, they talked about that in the beginning of the game. It's like, yeah, we heard that you had an idol and that you kept getting up and you kept faking using. I was like, oh, Savannah been running her mouth. Because you said Rizzo was like, yeah, yeah. And I was like, I bet he didn't want none of that tea out. Savannah was running that mouth, is what that was.
Dang, Rizzo got out by the skin of his little teeth, huh?
And now he got his girls going into a 17-person merge.
Yep.
Hey.
So we shall see.
Wow.
Bye, Charlie.
Peace out. Yeah. How many songs did Rizzo drop in his vote out booth? I think he dropped 3 of them. I don't know Taylor Swift songs, but I know it's at least 2, and I think it was 3. So hey, Rizzo got his jabs in. And Rizzo won the fight. Hey, Charlie might not have landed a punch. Or he might have landed a real punch. Of course, he got 3 votes on him.
I was going to say it was
him ever.
Yeah, I was like, with the 3 votes, there was a couple. He gave him a couple pieces,
but Charlie ended up knocked out, like Nate Robinson, unfortunately.
And that torch was
just like my draft. But Eric finally lost someone. I'm sorry to gloat like that, but we all have lost people. Some people, myself, have lost more than others. My Q and the girls are not working out. I should have went Rizzo and his girls.
Right.
But yeah, that is the state of our draft. With me losing someone, me losing Angelina, and Eric losing Charlie.
Wow. Hey, the curse was broken. No black people went home on the double elimination. Hey.
Oh, you know what? They do always send somebody black home, huh?
Typically it'd be both.
You sure right. I didn't even think about that. We made it.
We made it. Just another day that the black players have made it.
Why did that sound like, like if Traders was black, like it was on BYyeee or something? That's what it sounded like when somebody just another traitor. All right, y'all.
Who let Eric in here? Who let Eric in here, man? Close us out.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, it has been great. As always, I'm glad I got to hop on in here. But as y'all know, go head over to YouTube and subscribe, like, comment, and share, and hit the bell at the top. Then go over to Twitter at AWAGBT_podcast. Then go to IG if you have that at @AWhoAllThere, and follow us and subscribe. Subscribe, so you never miss when we got an episode coming out. We appreciate you all as always. It's always a good time with you all in the chats, and they will, and I will see you next week.
Peace. Bye, guys.